Like an alligator, the scum continued. Development of national economic interests to World War II. British rule exacerbated differences of class, region, and community in Nigeria. The emerging nationalist movement in the 1930s was spearheaded by a new elite of business people and professionals and promoted mainly by persons who expected to gain economically and politically from independence. The movement first became multi-ethnic, although limited to the South between 1930 and 1944, when the real incomes of many participants in Nigeria's money economy fell as a result of a deterioration in the net barter terms of trade, the ratio between average export and import prices. Now, who's regulating these people? You know, the World Bank, the Council on Foreign Relations, Rothschild, the Fed, etc. We go on. Depression, United Nations depression, and later World War II reduced Britain's investment, imports, and government spending in Nigeria. Once the wartime colonial government assumed complete control of the local economy, it would issue trade licenses only to established firms, a practice that formalized the competitive advantage of foreign companies. Also, wartime marketing boards pegged the prices of agricultural commodities below the world market rate. Workers faced wage ceilings, traders encountered price controls, and Nigerian consumers experienced shortage of import goods. Labor activity grew during the war in reaction to the heavy-handed policies of colonial government. Among the expressions of labor unrest was a strike by 43,000 workers in mid-1945. What happened in 1945? If you remember correctly, this is the time period of World War II. They lasted more than 40 days. Aspiring Nigerian entrepreneurs, deprived of new economic opportunities, and union leaders politicized by the strike's eventual success, channeled their sense of grievance into nationalist agitation. Educated persons whose economic opportunities were limited largely by private businesses and professional activity began to demand more participation in the colonial government. National economic interests in the post-war period. Starting in 1949, when Nigerians' recently emergent labor, commercial, and professional elites were first consulted by the British as part of a constitutional review. The peoples of Nigeria engaged in an ongoing debate over the pressure of decolonization, independence, and modernization. The two coups d'etats of 1966 and the Civil War of 67 through 70 reflected economic as well as political elements. And I would say religious elements as well, but people always try to downplay that and say I'm wrong. But I say holy orders, secret societies that are linked to bankers are manipulating this whole thing. Foreign interests and the people that control the foreign interest policies of government, the bankers. Between 1951 and 1960, the major political parties played leading roles in unifying and locally mobilizing the economic elite. Elites from majority parties in the regional assemblies who cooperated with the ruling federal coalition dispensed a wide range of rewards and sanctions, thus retaining their own position